Well, talking about the food and starting off a good relationship, what are some key ways that you keep your relationship spicy?
That you keep your relationship spicy.
If you're a dude, like, you know what I'm saying?
I think I think one of the most important things is continuing to date your woman. I think that's very important. I think over time we kind of get into a routine, right? I always say that people kind of date backwards, right? And the reason I say date backwards is because we put in so much effort at the beginning to get it started, and then we decrease the effort to keep it going. When the truth is, at the beginning when y'all getting to know each other is actually when all of that extra shit shouldn't even be happening. Straight up. And it isn't until that person, you and that person are actually together and y'all prove that y'all care about each other, for me, that's what makes sense, that's when it's worth it to go the extra mile for that person. But we kind of date backwards, where we go the extra mile at the beginning to get that person, and then once we get that person, we kind of just fall back. So that's why I think it's very important to continue to date your woman. It's very important to continue to have conversations, continue to get to know each other. I also think it's very important to continue to ask, where is it that I might be lacking? Like, a lot of people are afraid to ask that question because they're afraid of the answer.
For me, I agree with you, but I think it's very important to pay attention to detail.
Mm-hmm.
I think detail is important as you go in a relationship because things change. Right?
Of course.
Pay attention if your woman come home and she may mention, yo, my feet hurt or my back is hurting me. And be attentive to that, right? Like, go massage her feet.
Here we go.
You know what I'm saying? Massage her feet, rub her back. You know what I'm saying? I think to keep things spicy in a relationship, instead of, I think role playing is good or play fighting is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, to get into it, not the same old routine. You know what I'm saying?
Couples that play fight last longer together.
You know what I'm saying? I think not only dating, but I think taking the time out to go, not just vacationing, but experiencing new places that y'all never went before. Like if you did an island, maybe you might do, Thailand next time and see what Thailand is about. You know what I'm saying?
But that's also what I mean.
Discovering new things.
But that's the same thing I mean as far as continuing to date your woman, is continuing to explore new experiences, continuing to do things that y'all may have never done before, right? And not just falling into that same routine. The routine is just basically continuing to do the same things that y'all been doing over and over and over and over and over again, rather than attempting to step outside of the box.
I also think healthy arguments is good, right? Those healthy arguments, the communication. But I also think after you have those healthy arguments, to not be mad and learn how to still go make love. The craziest thing I ever heard, it was one of my homegirls years ago. good friend of mine. Shout out to her. Yeah, I ain't gonna say her name. She probably won't me to say her name, but shout out to her. Ty, I'm just gonna say that. I remember one time I was at my homegirl Ty's house, right? So, we good friends for years. I came to see her. Her man was about to come home, and I was like, yo, listen, I'm gonna let y'all do your thing. I'm gonna get up out of here. But all day she was telling me how she's sick and tired of him. He doing this, he doing that. He need to start doing this. He need to start, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, come on, give him a chance. Chill out, you know what I'm saying? We talking. So she said, yo, look, call me when you get home. He was coming in, and I was going out. I was like, yo, peace. And I went on about my way. When I get home, I say, yo, I'm home. She said, yeah, I'm cooking for such and such. I'm about to finish cooking for such and such. And I'm a suck his dick. And I'm gonna go to bed. I said, what? I said, what the fuck you just say? I said, you was arguing about this dude all day. And she was like, yeah, I was arguing about him all day, but it doesn't stop me from being this woman. I'ma still make sure he eat, still make sure he nut before bed, and I'ma get up and say good morning in the morning. And I'm probably still gonna be pissed at him, but we'll work it out. And I've never heard that before, right? Like sometimes we get upset at our significant other and we stop talking, we turn our back, we fight, we ignore each other. And I think sometimes when we learn to have the argument, say what we gotta say, but still be able to be intimate with each other and love on each other, That's keeping it spicy.
I can agree with that, but at the same time, I understand why some people don't. I think that there's a fear there that if this person does something wrong and I continue, I mean, which isn't a good thing, and I continue to give them everything that they need, then there's no real incentive for there to be change, you know. But I don't necessarily agree with that thinking, but I do understand why some people do it, because it's a fear. It's a fear of, I kind of have to hold back in order for this person to realize that there's something they can lose, right? If they have nothing to lose, then they have no incentive for change, you know. But I do agree with her though, like, because for me, whether I'm upset or not, it doesn't matter. Like, if you need me, I'm still going to be there.
there.
Like,
Yeah,
like
definitely.
there's nothing I'm not gonna do. Like, I may not be feeling you at the moment, but anything you need from me, like, I'm still there because that's my duty. I always say that you don't stop being a man because you're upset. And it's the same thing on the flip side. I think you shouldn't stop being a woman just because you're upset.
I think also to keep things, you know, I guess spicy in your relationship, you should also be able to compliment your woman, right? Like, still give her those compliments. Not get used to seeing her every day. If she getting a little chubby, you know, rub it on belly a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell her it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, or go to work out with her, help her with what she need help with. You know what I'm saying? If you know, if she got on a new pair of eyelashes, even though I don't like them all the time, you know, find a pair that I like these right here. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's
give her those
crazy?
compliments. Tell her she beautiful. Tell her she look
You know
nice.
what's crazy? I had a conversation earlier today that kind of sparked a thought in my mind, right? And the thought was, a lot of times, because we love someone, we don't feel that we need to do certain things because it's like, it's a fact. I love you. Like, you know what I mean? So I don't need to show it because it's a fact. You should know I love you because I do, right? But the thought that it sparked in my mind is that something can be a fact, right? But it almost doesn't continue to exist if there isn't evidence of it being a fact. You get what I'm saying? So you can know that you love that person, but unless you continue to give them evidence that you love them, it's easy for them to not understand that that love still exists.
My love language, one of my love languages is words of affirmation. So for me, I need to hear it. Not only I need to see it, but I also need to hear it.
You trying to send me a message, nigga? Because I be telling you, get the fuck out of here.
What are you talking about, bro? This nigga, he just stupid all the way off, man. Listen, man. Yeah, but I need to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I think for me, telling your woman you love her, you care about her, you support her, I think those things, you know, yeah, I think those things make it a little attractive. I think sending your lady something at work, not just the flowers. I remember one time I sent this girl a singing telegram to the job. Nigga came into the job.
You hopped out of the box singing?
Nah, this is real talk.
No, I'm asking if it was you.
I paid. Nah, it wasn't me. I paid this dude to go to her job, bring her flowers, and then burst out in the song as he gave her the flowers. Like I did.
You thought that shit was cool?
She thought it was cool. She thought it was cool. Look, she thought it was cool. So yeah, I think things like that is cool. Like, or tell your lady like, yo, listen, man, don't go to work today. I'm gonna pay you today. Stay home all day with me. I got you for the day. Like, that's fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, she stay home for 1 or 2 days with you. You just take care of whatever she's getting paid for the day, and y'all go do something dope. Even if you don't, you just stay in the bed and just chill. Y'all just loving on each other. So I think those are some ways you could probably keep the relationship spicy.
I think variety is the spice of life, bro. You know what I mean? I think it's just about not letting things fall into a routine. Like, and it's very easy to think for things to fall into a routine because of the fact that, I mean, so much is going on in our lives.
Kids, all kinds of things.
Kids, work, bills, just, I mean, so many different things. But I think just like you make your children a priority, just like you make your bills a priority, you have to make your relationship a priority, you know, and you have to remain conscious